Hi, everybody. Welcome to Make It Monday. And today we're doing cookie coasters that are quick, simple, and easy to make. Something a little different for our Make It Monday. Hi, I'm Jim, and welcome to Make It Monday. I'm with Amy Soes, and today I thought I'd share a quick and easy little project you can make either for holidays or a party, because what better goes with cookies and coasters when you combine the two? And basically, I came up with this little method years ago when my daughter was in first grade and had her first school party, and she wanted me to bring something. Of course, we got the letter from school that said nothing could be homemade, everything had to be bought at a bakery or a cookie store, etc. So she felt a little upset. So I said, don't worry, I'll think about something what I can make. And I ended up making her an embroidered version of what I'm going to share with you today. But this is actually an all no-sew version of how you could just take some basic things you might even have at home, and you can simulate the look of your favorite cookie and turn it into a coaster. So what I first started was I went to my scan and cut, and I cut out a circle. Basically, this is out of felt, and it's about 3.5 inches in diameter. And on the back side, I used a fusible web. Like this case, I used steamacine, and I applied it to the back side of my circle, and then put it in my scan and cut, and I selected a perfectly round 3 3/4 inch circle, I believe it was. And then I cut several of them out like that. So, and each one has, of course, fusible web in the back, just like I did with these two are actually fused together. So this already has that on the back of it, which gives it a little more body and makes it a little stiffer coaster. And I think also with the extra webbing may even help to make it a little more waterproof. And that's it. Basically, what you have to do is just take your pieces and sandwich them together, or like I did with this one, where I took 2 layers of white felt and fused them together, and then did it with the black to do one of those sandwich cream cookies that we all see, that very famous one. But these are kind of like the thin version of it. And by doing like the 4 layers, it does make it a little stiffer, so it makes a really nice coaster. To do like a sugar cookie version, got the same thing. I got the tan colored felt for my cookie. You don't want to go too dark because it looks like you burnt your cookie. And then you go and get some white fabric. And here I have the white selected. And what's nice with it doing this way, you can cut out several of them with kind of this wavy cut. And I used that right off my scan and cut software. And then what you could do is go and get a nice fabric marker or craft marker, and then go ahead and using the fine point on it, can go ahead and draw like the little circles for the coal for the eyes if you're doing the snowman like I did. And what's nice about this is that if the kids are doing it and they make a mistake, well, they didn't ruin the whole cookie. They just ruined, let's say, that piece of fabric they were working on, because you can always just go ahead and replace it with a fresh cut. And that way they can make their faces. And once they're happy with it, they can take it, put it on top of their felt, and fuse it right on. And it looks like you've iced your cookie. You could also even use like a bridal satin if you want it more shinier, or even like kind of this metallic looking fabric that I have also on the surface, my tabletop here. One word of warning though, be sure when you're fusing your felts together, you don't want to go and substitute maybe a different shade or color. Let's say if you're running out of the tan, you want to substitute something else. Oh, like black, it looks fine on one side, but it's going to shade the other side. So you want to be careful with that, because even though your felts are kind of thin, once you apply all that heat and pressure to bond the fusible web, they do collapse slightly. So you're going to lose some of the depth of color. So you may want to consider, here is 2 layers of the tan felt, and here's only one with the black behind it, so you can't see a shade difference. So be aware of that. And if they don't want to decorate, but you want to make them really pretty, what you could do is you could select a kind of food fabric, like I got here with the jelly beans on here like that, or like the little gels type candy. But if you're not sure what it's going to look like, what you could do is take another piece of cardstock and cut out that icing shape in the center, and then you can lay it on top of your fabric and kind of get a preview of what it's going to look like if you cut that fabric out with that print using that shape. And this way you're not wasting your fabric. And I can preview it now and realize, oh, I can move around here, or just I kind of don't like it with that, maybe with the black, but here I got the little peppermints. that looks really cute. And I can kind of really accurately place where I have it on my screen here, where I can have them all centered or off centered. Same thing with like this print. I can lay it out, and then I could, as the quilters would say, line it up and fussy cut it out. So I can position it here with my scan and cut, that I know exactly how that's going to look like when I make my cookie. And then every one of them will be the same. One thing to mention too, though, is when you're doing the layers onto the felt, and if I take a single layer of this cotton fabric, once I have it fused in, you can see how it shades a little bit, so it's not as intense white. So you may want to cut out a second piece and have it as a liner if you want to make it look really bold and more intense of a white. And it also gives it a little more thickness, a little bit more like it actually has icing on the top. So this way you can make some really cute sugar cookie coasters for the kids that you can also use for those school Christmas parties. And what I did on Mary's, on the back of it, I went and actually affixed a little label that said, happy holidays from your classmate Mary, the school year, the teacher, everything, and had a little hanger tie on it so that they can actually use it as a Christmas ornament too. So that's another option. You could just add a piece of ribbon, and now you have quick and easy Christmas tree ornaments that you can make for the holidays. So hopefully you like the project, and you may want to give it a try with the kids, or even keep it in the back of your mind for maybe another project later on in the year, whenever school parties come up, etc. Or if you just want to make a quick and easy gift for somebody. And as I was telling the girls too, I think this will be really kind of fun way to go and make a checker set. So make a nice big checkerboard, and you can play checkers with your cookies. So that's another thing you could do with them. So hopefully, like I said, you've been following us here on Make It Monday. Be sure to go and check out our website at amysews.com and amybachmansewingquilt.com for all the latest classes we have to offer. We do our monthly subscriptions where you can sign up for our scan and cut box, and you can learn all the different things about your scan and cut. We have a lot of great projects coming up with that, as well as our serger box. And not to be forgotten, also Tea Towel of the Month with Sharon. So there's several different subscription options you can take advantage of doing that. And of course, all the cruises that are coming up next year. So you may want to go and check out the website for that and get on the mail list, and also to sign up for the waiting list for the different subscription boxes also. And if you liked the project I showed you here, be sure to follow me here on Amy Sews. And also, too, on the Original Sewing and Quilt Expo, I'll be touring next year with them. So you may want to go to the sewingexpo.com website to sign up for that, and also see where I'm teaching, maybe in your backyard. So that being said, thank you for watching. We greatly appreciate you viewing us. And be sure, if you like this, be sure to tell your friends, and make sure that they check out the video, because they might enjoy it too. So thanks again for watching. And as Amy always says, remember, the more you know, the more you sew. Take care.